Welcome to this Vinyasa flexibility flow, where today's focus will be to release any tensions we may have in our body and take our attention to our inner self. Today this class will be filmed at my place, so don't mind the dogs running around as they are my best yoga companions. So let's just start in Virasana, tucking your toes. If you need help, use your hands to flick your pinky toe underneath as well. And try to stand up as straight as possible. So this is a very intense stretch, and it prepares the whole back part of your body. So if you feel like you need to lean forward a little bit and bring your hands to the mat, that's fine. Also, feel free to add a pillow or a blanket on top of your ankles so you can sit up higher. Close your eyes and just breathe. Notice the air flowing in and out through your nose. Bring your attention to the present moment and leave everything else outside this practice. We're gonna come to all fours and tap your feet out a little bit just to bring that blood flow back. And you're gonna sit on your butt. You're gonna bring your right foot next to your left knee. Your bottom leg can either be bent or straight out in front of you, whatever is easier. You're gonna grab hold of your front knee with both hands, creating space. And then the left arm is gonna come around the right knee and the right hand is gonna come behind you. So we're gonna go into Ardha Matsyendrasana torsion. Can either be looking forward or facing backwards, whatever feels more comfortable or natural. Today's class is all about holding the postures. Creating space. With every inhale, you're going to try and grow a little bit more. Imagine a golden string is pushing you up from the top of your head. And when you can't grow any further, with the next exhale, you're going to try and come deeper into your twist. The back hand helps you to deepen your twist, while the front hand helps you to maintain it. Try to sit equally upon both of your glutes. Don't lean too far back or forward or too far to the left or to the right. Find a suitable midpoint. And don't forget to breathe. We're going to start to undo the posture, and we're going to repeat it on the other side. So whatever variation of the bottom leg you took to the right side, keep it on the left. So if it was flexed, keep it flexed. If it was straightened out, keep it straight. Once again, we're going to inhale, growing up, and when you're ready, your right arm is going to wrap around the left knee, and your left hand is going to come back behind you. Remember to try and grow a little bit more with every inhale, and with every exhale, try and twist a little bit more. Although this is a twist, the main focus here should really be to grow up and create space between your vertebrae. I like to imagine that I'm trying to insert chocolate coins between each vertebrae. I don't know, it just sounds satisfying. If you find this creepy, you can picture whatever it is you like, whatever helps you to picture the space being created between each vertebrae. Whether your bottom leg is flexed or straight, make sure to keep it active. This is what roots you, so keep it pressing against the mat. You're going to come out of Ardha Machindrasana and we're going to come straight into butterfly pose. So bring the palms of your feet to touch. Grab a hold of your feet. Let your knees open to the sides. Let them fall. Keep your back straight. Relax your shoulders. Respect that space between your shoulders and your ear. With the next exhale, if you feel ready, try to fold forward a little bit. See how this feels. If this is too intense, feel free to stay where you were. So once again, with every inhale, try and take your head forward a little bit more. With every exhale, try and fold forward more. Let your knees relax to the sides. Don't keep them up. Let them fall. Feel the stretch. Try and walk with your hands a little bit further. Try and keep your neck in a neutral position. Find any areas of tension or restriction and breathe into them. Picture them getting softer. For one last exhale, try and fold a little bit more. Maybe use your elbows to push your knees down towards the mat. When you're ready, with the next inhale, start to make your way up. We're going to stretch out our legs, part our glutes to make sure we're sitting right on our sitting bones, and we're going to come into half Paschimottanasana or seated forward fold. So take your left leg straight and bring your right foot to the inside of your left thigh. Inhale, take your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. And place your hands in a comfortable place. So they could either be on your thighs, on your shin, on your ankle, or like I have them next to my legs. So remember, this class is all about taking time in each posture to create space. So don't reach your limit just yet. Reach a point which is comfortable but is still working. You want your left leg to be straight, active, and your left foot to be flexed, so your toes coming towards your face. And the next exhale, just release everything. You want to remember to respect the distance between your chest and your belly button. Only fold completely down if your whole abdomen and chest is touching your leg, if you feel everything completely flat. Continue breathing. The next inhale, take your arms out straight, come up. And we're going to repeat this on the other side. So this time we're going to straighten out your right leg. Bring your left foot to your right inner thigh. Inhale, grow up, and with an exhale, fold forward. And once again, find that comfortable midpoint between pleasure and pain. So you want to take your head towards the front of your mat. So imagine a string is pulling you forward. And with an exhale, you're going to release everything and come down as much as you can. We don't want to curve our backs, however. So in order to keep our backs in a natural position, you once again have to respect the distance between our chest and your abdomen. So keeping it as equal and straight as possible, not curving it inwards. On every exhale, try and walk a little bit further with your hands. Find your comfortable position, and without making any further adjustments, just stay there in that chosen point. With an inhale, make your way up and come to face down, so laying on your stomach. We're going to come into Sphinx pose, so your toes are tucked, your legs are together and active. Your butt is rounded and your pubis or hips are touching the mat. You're going to take your forearms to the mat with your hands straight, open. And you want to make a straight line between your elbow and your shoulder, so make sure they're aligned. You want to be looking forward, and your head wants to go forward and up. So it's not so much about curving back, because we don't want to constrict our lower back. It's more about growing forward before folding back once more. So as you may have noticed, everything here in yoga is about creating space. So only once you're sure you have enough space to bend back will you do so. Your forearms are active, your legs are active, using your whole strength to push the ground away from you. You're going to take your shoulder blades down in direction of your glutes. And with an exhale, you're going to make your way into puppy pose. So it's as if you're coming into child's pose, but you bring your chest to the mat and your arms are flat out in front of you. You can either stay here and bring your chest to the mat with every exhale, or if you're comfortable in this position, like I am, after a lot of practice, you can come to the tip of your fingers. This deepens the stretch in your shoulders and your shoulder blades. And breathe. Feel this wonderful back bend and stretch. This is actually one of my favorite postures. I just feel so relaxed after it, so spacious. But to undo, bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Make your way up and fold back into child's pose. Let your lower body relax. Bring your knees together to release your lower back even more. Take your arms by your sides So you can take hold of your feet behind you if this feels good. And rest your forehead on the mat. By this point, you should already feel lighter, more spacious, more relaxed. The next inhale, you're going to start to make your way up. And we're going to transition into frog's pose. So frog's pose is a really good hip opener. It's one of my favorite postures. If you follow me on Instagram, you might have seen me do it a couple times because I really need to open my hips. So this consists of basically taking your legs in 90-degree angle from your knee and trying to separate your legs as much as possible. So the aim is actually to bring your hips to touch the ground. Your forearms are out in front of you. If you want more support, you can add a pillow underneath your hips or a block. I actually forgot to bring mine next to my mat, but normally I place a block underneath my hips so that it's just more comfortable and I can hold this posture for a longer period of time. Breathe into your hips, feel them loosening up with every exhale. Your body just takes some time to adapt, but you will notice that the longer you hold the postures, your body gradually becomes to ease in more easily into the posture. So you feel your body gradually becoming more advanced, more open, more receptive. You can also bring your feet to touch a wall. This helps you to walk sideways a little bit more as you deepen your stretch. For the next exhale, we're going to come out of the posture slowly. And we're going to make our way into half splits. So come into all fours. Take your left leg out in front of you, keeping it straight. Come to the tips of your fingers. Create space. And with an exhale, fold forward. Try and keep your hips square. Respect the distance between your chest and your belly button. Use your hands to help you maintain your posture. Maybe help you walk a little bit further. Deepen your fold. This is good splits preparation. Stretching out your hamstrings, following up the hip opening. Don't hold on to your areas of tension, just release them, let it go, be receptive to the openness of yoga. As you deepen your posture, if you feel it's getting too deep, feel free to take some steps back and find a more comfortable position. And then with the next exhale, we're going to change sides. So you're going to bring your left knee below you and straighten out your right leg this time. Once again, creating space before you fold forward with the next exhale. Remember to keep your hips squared. If you can't reach the floor with your hands, feel free to add some blocks underneath your hands or a hardcover book, something to give you the height that you need to hold this posture comfortably. So we can begin to introduce Ujjayi breath. So with every exhale, make a small constriction at the back of your throat, as if you're trying to fog up a mirror with your breath. Only the air is coming out through your nose. There's always one side which is more open than the other. This is completely normal. As you can see, I was folding forward much deeper on my left leg, and this is completely fine. It's natural. We're not symmetrical beings. Next exhale, we're going to come out of half splits and make our way to our backs. Bend our knees, bring our feet to the ground. Make sure our ankles are underneath our knees. The next exhale, we're going to lift our hips, Setu Bandhasana or bridge pose. We want to imagine we have a tennis ball between our knees that we don't want to let fall. Our points of leverage are our toes and our shoulders, so we really want to push the ground away from us using them. This helps us to grow more in the posture, gain more height. Our head wants to be in a neutral position, creating space between our chin and our chest. So for that, we are going to imagine we have a really fresh peach underneath our chin that we do not want to squish. This ensures our neck is equally long in the front and in the back. With every exhale, we try to engage our glutes a little bit more and lift our hips a little bit higher. Noticing the work our legs are doing to help us keep this posture. The back part of your legs helps you to lift up, while the top part of your legs helps you to gain space, as if you want to take your knees forward. With the next exhale, you're going to slowly bring your hips down towards the mat. Bring your knees towards your chest and take your knees to the right side as you take your head towards your left side. So this is an easy spine twist. Breathe, feel your body unwinding, opening. We are reaching the end of your practice, so congratulate yourself for the hard work you did today, for taking this half an hour out of your day to dedicate to yourself, to your mind and your soul. For some reason, my dogs are really needy today. They've spend the whole time on my mat with me. The next exhale, we're going to change sides, so bringing your knees to your left side and your head towards your right. With the next exhale, come back to center. Make your way onto your right side, and with the help of your hands, come to a seated position for our final meditation. Cross your legs in a comfortable position. Keep your back long and straight. Take your hands to your knees and focus on your breath. So we're going to count to 10. When we reach 10 counts, we're going to start from the bottom again. We're going to repeat this as many times as you like. And whenever you realize you lost count, just bring your attention back to it and restart your count once more. Don't panic. When you first start to meditate, losing your concentration and your focus is completely normal. It's all a question of practice. So stay here for as long as you like. Thank you for practicing with me today. The light and teacher in me salutes the light and teacher in you. Namaste.